All right, people. So, as you may know, there has been so much information released about the Ruby Franke case. It's actually crazy. I'm talking gripfuls of information. Right here, we're coming back at you with the interrogation of Kevin Franke, Ruby's husband. Now, when they get to interrogating and they get to asking questions, his response may throw you off a little bit. You're going to be like, whoa, why is he so chill about everything? I don't know. It's a very frustrating interview, and I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy it. So, anyways, grab the popcorn, grab the things you guys need. I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys blowing me up in the past couple of weeks. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this. It's a much longer video, and it is a live stream, and I cut it up. It's the best points of the interview. Let's go check it out. All right, so we're changing the name real fast, real quick, real fast. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's check it out.
I'm going to retain the Miranda rights before we.
Been watching Ruby Franke. They used hot sauce too. Yeah. Now somebody put in my comments that what's your name took from the playbook of them, but obviously I don't think this is public. But I don't know. Maybe people think this is like. This is a go-to. Hot sauce. Like, what the f-? There's a trend, though.
Start. We're just going to kind of ask you a few questions about your involvement. Okay? So, first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in the court of law. Okay? You have the right to an attorney or to have him or her present while questioning. If you cannot afford to hire one will be hired to represent you. If you decide to answer questions, you can stop at any time. Okay? Do you understand your rights?
I do.
Okay. Do you wish to speak to me now?
Well, I want to pick up my kids.
How about this? We're going to ask you some questions, and if you don't want to answer them, you just say, hey, man, I'm not going to answer that.
Sure.
And
But just say, hey, I'm not going to talk. That's not beneficial to you, and then we're done. You're nowhere, and we're nowhere.
Oh, bro came through with the big dick energy. See, there's always that good cop, bad cop shit. It's hilarious. I mean, it works. Vanessa, shout you out for the big ass donation. I appreciate you with the sticker. Just out here supporting and whatnot. I appreciate you.
Ask you some questions, and if you don't want to answer them, you just say, hey, man, I'm not going to answer that.
Sure.
And
Just say, hey, I'm not going to talk. That's not beneficial to you, and then we're done. You're nowhere, and we're nowhere. And
Sure.
you understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so just for starters, what was your full name?
Kevin William Franke.
How to spell that?
KEVINWILLIAMFRANKE.
And what's your date of birth?
No, but they blocked that out. Who gives a fuck about his date of birth? Why are we blocking that out?
What's a good address for you?
I'm not comfortable giving my address right now.
Okay. But you do live in Springville?
I do.
How long have you lived in Springville for?
I moved there in 2007 with my family, so
Okay.
was
And how many-
17 years.
And how many kids do you have, Kevin?
I have 6 kids.
And what are their names?
Okay, that I respect. This case, luckily, I don't think anybody knows the name of the kid who went down the neighborhood and got help. They keep calling him RF, and I don't think anybody fucked that up like Shonda did yet. So, shout out to him for staying anonymous. Do you guys really think he didn't know, like, anything fishy was happening? Because honestly, I feel like he did. Like, he would have
Some
to.
of them are teenagers.
Like, the kid was so skinny, you could tell that that's been happening for a long time. Wouldn't he have to know something was up? Even if he's not living in the house? Like, I don't know. I don't know how involved he was in their life. Maybe he just completely stepped out for a minute and just let her just do everything. Because honestly, I don't even know if he could get close to them the way Ruby was moving. Maybe it wasn't even worth trying to even go after. I don't know, but
There's 2 adults.
you guys let me know.
So are they all living with you, or
No, I haven't seen them for over a year.
any
Okay.
of them?
No, none of them.
For a year.
Over a year.
Okay.
I've been in a separation
From who?
from my wife and family.
What's your wife's name?
Ruby.
Ruby. When's the
He
last
said
time
he's been in a separation. There's like, oh, from your wife? He said from your wife, from his wife and family. What the See, that's some cult shit. They were into some weird shit. Ruby and Jodi, they were into some weird shit.
The last time I saw her
Yeah.
was the 18th of this month. We met she requested me to sign over vehicles, or the titles to the vehicles, the vehicle that she drives, that were all in my name.
When's the last time you physically saw Russell or Eve?
The day that I moved out, July 24th, 2022.
24th.
See, he's perfectly severed from this entire thing, perfectly removed. Like he moved out, hasn't seen the kids, barely communicated with her. Now, in the perfect story for him, at least, that's like the perfect alibi, right? He doesn't know anything, hasn't seen his kids, hasn't spoken to them. But do you guys really believe that? Like 6 kids and you haven't spoken to any of them? I don't know. And he's in contact with Ruby. You don't feel any weird vibes. You don't call anybody. I don't know. I'm just saying. Maybe he thought, like, obviously nothing like that could ever happen. But the way Ruby was moving, man.
Of 2022.
Or July 25th, July 25th.
So it's my understanding that at least home here in Kayenta and Ivans. Have you been to that home?
What's up, Ann Cloutier? I hope I said that last name properly. I appreciate you. Shout you out for the donation. Hell yeah.
No.
You've not been to that home?
No, I don't know. I don't know what's anything that's been going on.
Like, this is good, man. Like, I would love to be able to help you out with this, and like, I'm seeing the light of you in my home because I'm unaware of your involvement in what's really going on. So for you to say that you're unaware of the status of your kids kind of makes, I know that sounds kind of crummy to you, but it sounds kind of good to me. Like, who lives in that home with your, is it ex-wife? Is it currently a separated wife? Like, who lives in that home with your children?
To be honest, I don't know. I know that she's there with 4 of the children, and our 2 older children have moved out.
They're not at your home in Springville? And I'm not trying to trip you up. I can see you're hesitant to talk to me. I understand that.
Well, where I live, no,
Yeah.
I haven't seen them for over a year.
Okay. That's tough. I can only imagine how that feels, man. I got kids. And not have seen them for that long, that would tear a little piece of my heart out.
Of age to drive. Does she drive?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like I said, I know nothing that's going on
So-
in their lives or anything going on.
How did you find out that you needed to come here to 55 North Main Street?
I received a message that I needed to come pick up my kids from the police department in Highlands.
And who was that message from?
Well, I prefer not to say right now.
It would just help us.
I think at the same time, I think that message was actually Ruby because she knew she was going to jail. Man, I don't know. Like I said, in the perfect world, he was completely separated from that. But how do you not know? But then again, Jodi is vicious. You could tell that woman. Oh my God, you could tell she's used to taking control of everything. We're gonna see her arrest video soon. I'm gonna drop that video at some point, but you could tell she's not used to being. She's not used to submitting to anyone. She runs that shit. So if you're getting if she says get the fuck out, like you're getting the fuck out. So yeah, Jodi is a scammer. I feel like you should see her house, bro. I posted a video I think yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know. It's all a blur to me. Um, she was in her house. Shit is nice as hell. I was like, damn, that's what happens when you scam all those people, huh?
A lot.
I'm trying to figure out who reached out to you because it makes sense that that would happen. I'm just not aware of anyone who did that from our department.
Right. And I'm not.
Yeah, her house was dope as fuck.
Who reached out to me?
Okay.
Okay.
So you haven't seen any of your kids in over a year, you said?
That's correct.
And then how old last time you saw her? How old is she now?
15.
She's 16. Okay. And then when all the kids left, Ruby took all of them?
Yeah, she stayed in the house and I moved up.
Okay. And did you ever try to reach out to the kids, drop by the home, or
No.
was there?
I honored the no separation boundary that we agreed to.
So what was your separation?
Contact boundary, excuse me.
Did you have a no contact order in place?
Order? No, this was between my wife and I.
So what did Ruby ask of you when you separated?
What did she ask of me?
Did she ask you not to contact the kids?
Ruby invited me to leave the home while I thought about the choices that I've made in my life and the way that I've treated her.
Okay.
And so I left.
And how long had you and Ruby been married before?
We were married in 2000.
So about 22 years?
When we separated, we were going on 22 years. Yes.
Okay.
Damn. Jodi came through and destroyed that shit real quick. She was like, oh, y'all married? Oh, you have this good thing going? Oh, you got money? Oh, yep. This is another mark. This is a target. But then she was like, I think I actually like this one. Let me get rid of Kevin and let me start, let me see what happens with this one. Jodi is a demon, bro. She's over here. She was the most evil. I mean, I think Ruby is just super weak-minded and turned into... She was already a strict parent, and that mixed with her being, like, just weak-minded, she just let Jodi, take control. Had the kid all wrapped up with ropes and cayenne honey, and putting condiments on wounds is crazy, bro. And wrapping that shit with duct tape. I'm surprised the ants weren't eating them. But...
During your marriage, how was disciplining your kids? How would you discipline your kids?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay, that's fine. No.
Have you been since separated or since they lived here in the city of Ivans? Have you communicated with your wife regarding like discipline with your kids or their care or their physical well-being?
No.
So is she doing this on her own and just telling you how your kids are?
She's not telling me anything about the kids.
Who's this female Jodi that your wife lives with?
There she is. There she is.
No female named Jodi.
She is a therapist and a life coach, and she's...
Do you respect her?
Do I respect her? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she's a very honest, truthful person, yes.
Okay. You place value on Jodi?
I don't know what that means.
Like, do you value what she says and how she treats? Is your wife a client of hers? Is your wife a partner of hers? Is your wife a roommate with her? Your kids are living in her house is what I'm trying to say.
I'm not aware of that, but I know that they've been in business for the last year filming.
Who's they?
Ruby and Jodi. They
Ruby
film
and Jodi
podcasts, and so every week a podcast goes up and I listen to it. And
what's the name of it?
Connections with an X.
Like CON.
CONNEXIONS. Yeah.
And then, like, do you support them in that role and doing that and having
Do I support them in the business?
Yeah, like do you support them and think that what they're doing is a good thing, or
I support their business efforts. I think it's a good thing.
are you involved with their business efforts, or
No.
so just Ruby and Jodi?
So he just stepped away because that's what his wife wanted. I don't know. This man, bro, is too noble. Or he just gets stepped on. He just gets stepped over and stepped on a lot. Because what type of shit is this? I wouldn't be listening to their podcast if she disconnected me from my children. Like, what is going on? Yes, I listened to her podcast the other day, and I support their business efforts, and it's like, bro, it just doesn't make much sense. I would expect a more irritated man trying to get to his kids, right? But maybe she got to him too. Maybe she really gets to people.
Okay.
In the business?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And were you involved in the 8 passengers account with your family?
Yes. I was in the videos, if that's what you mean.
I briefly learned about this 2 hours ago.
So, did Ruby more so do the videos for the family?
Mm-hmm.
And how long did you guys do that for?
She started the channel in 2015, and as far as I'm aware, from the time I left, the last video she uploaded was towards the end of 2021. But again, I'm not aware of anything she's done since our separation. I don't visit 8 passengers anymore.
Chapter of your life that's gone.
It's a past chapter, yeah.
So how do you and Ruby communicate? Just through text, phone call?
Through text, and if there's anything considered an emergency, we agreed that we would communicate through a phone call.
Okay. And do you know her phone number off the top of your head?
The top of my head, no.
Okay. No worries. So, how often would you guys communicate while she was down here?
Well, I don't know how often or long she was down here. We've communicated maybe 4 times in 2023 since January.
So are you aware of how she disciplines the kids, or how she handles
No,
the kids with behavioral issues or anything like that?
no,
So you're unaware of how she does that?
yes,
Okay. Are you aware of the physical condition of your children?
no. No, I've chosen to trust my wife with the children. That was part of the agreement of our separation.
Is that you allow her to physically provide for the needs of the child? You're just removed from that? I mean, you pay support. I know this is personal questions, but
No, yes, my job is to financially provide for
I'm
them.
just trying to figure out like how much of a role do you play in the caretaking of specifically of those 2 kids?
I pay the bills.
Okay.
With my job, I provide the money, goes into a shared bank account, and that's my only involvement.
Okay. There's a whole bunch of things I want to talk to you about, but I still can't get over the fact that someone notified you to come here to pick up your kids. My guess is, was that Jodi?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay.
All I'll say is,
Well,
someone
you said you
notified
trusted
them.
her. You said that you think she's not necessarily. I asked you if you placed value on her, but you obviously.
She is an honest, I know her to be an honest and a trustworthy individual. And so-
That's interesting. I didn't know that he saw her that way. That's because I thought he was more like, fuck Jodi, fuck Ruby and Jodi. They went against me, kicked me out the house, but she actually kind of, I guess, brainwashed him too. Like, yes, I must leave the house. I must go because I am the problem. Yes, let them thrive together. I will remove myself from the family. Like, bro is really out here living that life. That shit is crazy. You got over 400 people in the chat. Yeah, no, we're going crazy out here. Yeah, no, we're out. Yeah, we're out here chilling. Shit, 400 people just chilling out. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, appreciate y'all. But no, bro is out here down bad, super down bad. I always thought Kevin. I thought this interview was gonna be some different energy. I thought he was gonna be over here like, yeah, and you know, Jodi, she's always over here trying to manipulate my wife, and has her thinking all this crazy shit. That's what I thought. That's what I thought we were gonna hear. But instead, we get this just obedient little bro, just little, yeah, you know, I was the problem. I support their business. I just watched their podcast, and it was so good. It was nurturing to my, like, bro, what the fuck? I don't even, the kids should even go with their dad. They should go with an uncle or some shit. Go live, like, gosh, man, god damn. Just fucked it up. Anyways, I did not expect this energy at all. I didn't. But that just shows what type of guy this is.
I trust her. And I received a communication that...
No backbone. The backbone, you could just bend them over, fold them up.
And so I left immediately from my job and drove down here. That's all.
Imagine having an argument with this guy as a woman, right? All my ladies out here. Bro, shit. He's just gonna, all I see on him is a tucked tail. He's just gonna tuck that shit. Tuck it up, yeah. Say, sorry, mommy. Some shit like that. Like, sorry, my queen. Bro. He just looks like one of them type of people, man. And that's why he couldn't even see that. I mean, in a perfect world, he couldn't even see that all this crazy shit was happening with his youngest kids.
Pick up my kids and to take them home with me.
Yeah, is there custodial paperwork that says that you're like a... There's no custodial paperwork denying you of rights, correct?
He might be... He looks like he's acting like he's stoned, but this might just be his... This just might be the way he lit. This just might be him. Just, you know, just sit back and, you know, you can scream at me and I'll just sit here and not say anything. Like, because keep in mind, the fucking, what's his name? The detective over here is being combative. Well, not combative, but he's being, you know, he's being like that. And there is no pushback from Kevin. Kevin's just like, well, I don't know what you, like, bro. Either he smoked a fat blunt before coming here, or he's just really just submissive like that. You got me fucked up if you're talking over me, and I know I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm gonna be like, yo, like, let me something, like, shit.
There's no custodial paperwork at all.
Period. So the kids are yours.
They are.
Mad aggressive.
Okay, yes. This wasn't just a verbal agreement between my wife and I when we separated last year.
What questions do you have?
Oh, I want to know what's going on and why I was asked to come down and pick up my two kids.
Well,
and a lot of that kind of hinges on who asks you, because if we had been the one, like, I'm not going to say you fit, but I'm confident a cop didn't call you because we wouldn't have wanted you down here at this point in our investigation. So, having said that, I think it's time we be honest with you, right?
Sure. No, and I didn't lie. Sure, someone contacted me, but I don't want to say without
from your office, but okay.
Well, I don't recall saying someone from my office.
Our office.
No.
Someone, yeah. So we don't know who called you. So if we knew who called you, then we could help you.
It would make more sense.
But...
Well, I don't know the legal ramifications of implicating individuals who contacted me. And so without a lawyer here, here, I don't want to answer that question.
That's okay. The previous 8 Passengers YouTube channel, you guys got a lot of heat for neglect and child abuse. A lot of people commented those things on there. Why were they commenting those things?
That's a good question. We had a son who was acting out in very selfish behavior.
Is this Chad or a different
Yes, this was Chad. And none of this is strange or odd. You could get on YouTube and find out all sorts of stuff on this.
It's like a double-edged sword.
Whereas the question is, what do you believe, right? There was even an article written in Newsweek magazine in 2020 on it, or was it Newsweek?
Green Eyed Bandit with the gifted sub out here feeding the streets, man.
Business
Appreciate
Insight,
y'all.
where we were interviewed, and we were pretty straightforward, and we talked about it, and we shared our piece in that. Basically, it boils down to he was being very cruel and mean to his siblings that he shared a room with, and so we removed him from the room. And we said, you can sleep anywhere you want. Sleep on the couch, sleep on the pull-out bed, sleep on the floor for all we care, but you're not sleeping in that room with your brother. He chose to sleep on a beanbag. So 9 months later, he had made a lot of changes in his life. And he was ready to, and we had moved by that time. And so we had a new house, and he was ready to move into his own bedroom. Made a video about it. And in the video, he mentioned something to the effect of, I've been sleeping for 9 months on a beanbag. And that is what all the uproar was about.
What did you guys do to help, like, with his behavioral issues? Is that something you and Ruby talked about together? And then did you?
I don't think that's a crazy punishment. I'm gonna just put that out there. Like, fuck it. He had to sleep on a beanbag. Who cares? Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? That in itself, I mean, the internet is just the internet, and people are gonna say crazy shit, and sometimes, people might hate you for something simple, but just kicking him out of his room and making him sleep wherever he wanted, not in the room, I don't think that's the craziest punishment. That's like 9 months though. That's a long time. That's more than half a year. But at the same time, if you're being I don't think that's a crazy. The more I think about it, it's an extreme punishment, but I don't think it's like abusive. The kid was like 17. Like he could figure it out. 9 months though, a few days, okay. Yeah, 9 months is crazy. But listen. We're not talking about no one bedroom, okay? I have the feeling that these folks, well, I don't have the feeling, they're making money. The house is large. I'm pretty sure he could have got the Target run, got the padded whatever, and just made himself a bed in the living room. And it just kind of nobody really passed him because the house is huge, and it just became like a place that he just started sleeping every night. I don't know, but at the end of the day, I don't know if, like, it raises maybe a red flag. Like, what else do they do? Because that's kind of extreme. But that in particular, if he's really, like, beating on his brother or something, or being, like, let's just assume Kevin Franke, let's just assume let's just assume Kevin Franke is innocent, right? And he said he was being particularly cruel. And let's say we could believe his word. And so that means he's beating on his brother, doing all the shit. Then yeah, maybe kick his ass out for a few months or something like that.
Helping you discover yourself and fix behavioral issues and things like that. Is that something you and Ruby sought out to help correct, like, some of the things?
Yes, and
okay.
And I supported it. And so together we held boundaries for our son to support his choosing honest and responsible choices. And when he chose honest and responsible choices consistently is when he began to get his privileges back. And that was
parenting, right?
Well, that was the uproar, right?
Yeah.
And so, but yes, through 2000.
What is he saying? That's all redacted. But okay, back to the whole 9 months. I think they said in the living room. Remember, these people are rich. Okay, so we're not thinking a 9-month punishment in poor. We're thinking a 9-month punishment in rich. Okay, so he got kicked out of his room, and they say sleep everywhere. Listen, that beanbag was probably so fucking. That beanbag was probably so lit. He was okay with that. Like, hold on.
My wife, but I understand that
Remember, these folks are rich. He probably was in his own section. They didn't even see him when he went to bed. He was like, all right, I'm going to go back to my little beanbag. He probably had a TV. I'm just saying. For the older kid, I don't think that's the craziest punishment. It is a little extreme, but YouTube blowing up and... Well, let me not say that. It was a little extreme, but I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was like abuse or anything. But I think YouTube blew up because they saw that along with many other things that Ruby liked to do to the younger kids and everybody else. But yeah, a fucking 9 months outside of your room in a rich ass house. He probably couldn't have his comforts of his room, but I'm pretty sure he was quite fine in that particular instance.
He's 18, living on his own somewhere in Provo and working and supporting himself.
What other kids went down to visit Jodi?
What other kids?
Yeah, did you send any of the other kids down to spend time with Jodi?
Down to spend time with Jodi. They would meet on Zoom.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, we were in Springfield. Well, even in 2019, she would meet with us.
So when did Ruby and Jodi, to your knowledge, decide to collaborate, come together, and mesh lives? Because that's what's happened.
Well, they decided to start a business in 2021.
So while you and Ruby were together.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. People do it to animals all the time to kind of train them. So in my head, I automatically think they're trying to reinforce certain behavior by removing food, and then they take it too far. Because I think it's natural tendency to make somebody to modify something or someone's behavior by controlling their food. You know, we get money. What we do? We buy food. We buy shelter. But what? We get food, right? We need food. We need that. Food and water. So if you control that, you're basically controlling my life. So I'll act any kind of way you need me to act so that I can eat, So I think it's just a natural conclusion that sick people make. Take away their food, I could control them.
But there were, at that period it was pretty nebulous. I don't know.
What's that word mean?
It was just a lot of talk, and there weren't solid plans. It was, let's start by doing podcasts together, and then that's all I know. I know that they published a book together recently. You can find it on Amazon. It's not a secret.
This guy is plugging their book. They made a book recently. If you want to buy it, you can find it on Amazon, and it's a good listen. What is going on? Nah, bro. I don't like how he's just he's supportive of this lady still. She ran you out of your house, made you think that you were the problem. This is gaslighting at its finest, bro. Top tier. You have this man in his own delusion a year later. That's how fucked up you got, Mr. Frankie, man. I mean, shout out Jodi Hildebrandt. That was some fine work. I ain't gonna lie. She's one of them ones. You stay away from Jodi because she'll have you fucked up 2-3 years later thinking that you were the problem. Shit.
Was business thriving? Like life was good between those two?
Well, not that I was aware.
Well, at some point, and again, I'm not digging into your life, but I'm trying to understand this. At some point,
We took,
they kick you out.
when you talk about a business, thriving,
Uh-huh.
in terms of business and money, when we stopped 8 passengers in YouTube, we lost 90% of our income. So to say that business was thriving, in my perspective, no.
Got it.
I don't think it ever was after that.
Was that part of your guys' reason for separation after you guys ended 8 passengers?
Was that part of the reason? The reasons are because of ways that I treated my wife.
Wow, they really got this man brainwashed. That's crazy. And he said they lost 90% of their income. Oh shit, let me fix this. They lost 90% of their income after losing their channel. That's crazy. That's insane, bro. So they weren't doing nothing else but just waking up in the morning and blogging some shit. I gotta fix this do-rag. They weren't doing nothing else but YouTube. Shit.
And some of my own addictions that I was working through and seeking help on with pornography.
Thank you for sharing that.
And I've made some wonderful progress.
Like, is that something you came to the realization that you needed help?
So bro was beating off, like every other fucking guy. And Jodi was like, yeah, he's addicted. He's jacking off too much, and that's why you should leave him too. And then they oh my God. And then they bring that to him, and they're like, yeah, this is another reason why you shouldn't even be here. Kicked his ass out of his own home, killed the 8 passengers channel. Yo, this lady is a disease. She destroys families, bro. Jodi Hildebrandt, destroying shit, wrecking ball through shit. But damn, this shit is crazy.
Everything's right, or is that something that Jodi helped you guys recognize that maybe Ruby needed more? I'm trying to understand her involvement in your guys' life. She's my focus, just to be honest.
I understand, and I can perceive that. Jodi and Ruby have a close relationship, and Jodi saw the need for me to get help.
We need to hear the jail calls. Yep, the Franke jail calls. The Jodi Hildebrandt, man, listen, we're going to get to him. We're going to get to him. Shit.
And frankly, I agree. The space has been exactly what I need to face, my own addictions and receive the support and help that I've needed. And so this space has been very, very good for me.
Mm-hmm. So when you stated that you and Ruby had this no contact that you guys just verbally agreed upon, was that an idea given by Jodi that she recommended you guys have that space and not contact one another?
I'm not aware of that. The invitation for me to leave and take space was from my wife.
Okay.
But that was while Jodi and Ruby were friends and collaborating and doing podcasts and
Sure.
Well, you're the custodial parent of each other. I don't see why we can't explain to you why we're involved. So I don't.
Ruby's police interview is wild. No, we need to check all that out. Hold on, I'm gonna get a refill on OJ. We're gonna check all that shit out.
Today, we received a phone call from 911 on our dispatch that a 12 to 13-year-old boy was knocking on doors in a neighborhood asking for food and water, that he was severely emaciated, that he had
What does emaciated mean?
skinny, scrawny, malnutritioned, not enough food, not enough water to sustain life. So
I'm sorry, what?
he had duct tape on his extremities, on his hands, on his ankles, and those were covering rope burns that were used to tie him down. Take a second and think about what I just said. That's the condition of your son. Given that information, your son was taken to the hospital. A warrant has been applied and granted by the Department of Child and Family Services to remove from your wife's care. So no one right now is going to have access to these two children based on their physical condition.
Emaciated means that you're like severely malnourished. Basically malnourished. I don't know why they say emaciated, but that reaction is a little mellow. He's just a mellow kind of guy, you know? And it pisses me off. I see why Ruby left his ass. No, I'm playing. But what the... Anyways. Bro, just super unlikable.
You understand that?
I understand.
Would you condone that behavior?
Would I condone that behavior?
That's my job. My job is to find out your knowledge of the treatment of these
based on your
precious
description,
children.
no. But again, I don't know the details, or I don't know what's going on. But as you described that sounds
Horrible. Disgusting. No human being should be treated like that.
Okay.
That's my thoughts. But again, we might be different on that. We're going to let you sit here for a second, okay? We're going to go out and talk. I'm not saying you're still not free to go. Are you under arrest? Absolutely not. We just have lots of questions that we need to figure out. Lots. Okay?
Okay, because...
Your children are under medical care right now.
And what does that mean?
And it means that you don't have access to them. My understanding is that they are... What is that?
They're in the custody of DCFS.
And they will be for the next 7
There's a medical hold on them right now. So for at least the next 72 hours, based on our understanding.
At least the next 70.
During observation, they're being watched.
DCFS is going to provide you that information, and they can better answer your questions along those lines. That's handled through them. Okay? So we'll be back.
So I want you to think about some things, though.
I don't know.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Hold on, what?
Okay. So we'll be back.
So I want you to think about some things, though.
I
don't know. Listen to me. Listen to me. I want you to think about that for a minute. I have no idea where they're at.
Well, I don't either. But,
Okay, we're going to hop out here. We'll be back in a minute, okay? That's still recording audio and video, okay? So if you would, don't make any phone calls.
sure.
Hold on, let's skip past this. He gives me beta male vibes. He gives me, oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'll get out. You can go first, bro. Oh no, you got that, bro. Oh no, that's fine. You could go first, bro. That's the type of fucking vibes he gives me. It's weird.
What's going to happen with my wife? I love my wife.
That bitch is going to jail, bro. What's gonna happen with my wife, bro? What's gonna happen to you? That's what you should be thinking about. This shit, man, oh my God. I thought he was going to be on a completely different type of time, bro. He is, I thought he was going to be on different timing, y'all. I thought this interview was going to make me like the bald head guy, but no, he's just what I thought he was. A fucking little, you know what, let's not even be too mean.
I don't know. I'm being honest with you. I don't know. Haven't had an interview with
I
you.
don't think those charges against my wife.
Possibly. I think given the circumstances, that's highly appropriate, but again, I don't know your wife. I was hoping to gain some insight from you, but I don't necessarily know that that's something you wanted to,
I trust her,
a road you wanted to travel down with me, so.
and not without legal representation.
Yeah, alright, I get it.
But I love my wife, and I trust my wife. And so, I mean, this feels like getting run over by a steam truck while you're sharing with me today.
Yeah, I can tell you're caught off guard.
I thought I was just coming here to pick up my kids, and for what, I don't know what or why, but... And I was planning on taking them back with me, and just...
I mean, I'd love to have a candid conversation with you, I just don't know how it's going to be received by you. I don't know you, but I can tell you my perception of how this happened.
Well, I'm
Whether you value
interested
that or not, it's...
Look, I'm interested in facts, but again, at the same time, I'm interested in all the facts.
But you understand our facts. Our facts are that you have a child that is emaciated, malnutrition.
Someone said you don't deserve them children. Tay Ash, you're funny. You trust her? She did that to your kid. Bro, oh my God, this guy sucks.
And has marks. I didn't spend any time with her. Sergeant Tobler did.
Did any of you spend time with her?
They didn't spend
I
time with her.
have not.
We haven't
She
seen her
went
yet
to.
today.
She was requested to.
He
go
shouldn't
to
have
the
those
hospital
kids. This
alone.
right here, this interview should be enough to be like, yeah, you shouldn't have those fucking kids. You don't even, where are you? Where's you, like, bro is so fussy right now, just like, I don't know. Like, where the fuck are you, first of all? Are you all the way in there right now? Because, yeah, he don't even have no kids. He could barely take care of himself from the looks of it. Bro looked like the type of person to forget his boxers in the morning. Like, oh, darn it. Shit. He looked like he needs somebody to look after him.
With Russell, based on their condition.
Folks, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to... You realize that I have a picture of my family on my wall, and I look at it every day, and I work every day, so I can get back to my family and save my family. And everything you're sharing to me just sounds like a made-up story. Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like...
I don't know. He doesn't even seem that emotional. I don't know. He doesn't even seem, I don't know. You guys let me know, but he don't even seem that emotional to me.
It's just, it sounds like a horror movie. And I get you're all doing your jobs. I get it. I understand. And this is my life.
He's faking that shit. Yeah, this shit ain't real. Shit ain't, yeah. That's him at 10. That's him at 10. He maxed out. That's all the emotion he got. When God was making him, he sprinkled like 2 drops of emotion. That was it. Bro don't get mad, bro don't get sad. And the craziest part about all this is that he still has this idea that he's going to get back with Ruby. Brother, my brother, move on. My Mormon brother, find a nice Mormon woman who doesn't emaciate children and have a good life. That little Ruby Frankie shit, that's over with. It's over with. How could he not know Jodi? No, I mean, come on. He just was smart enough to not go to jail. That's it. He was smart enough to I guess, get out of, hold on, let me charge my phone. He was smart enough to avoid charges. In my opinion, because how do you not know some stuff like that is happening? He got himself a little public image lawyer. Remember when that happened? He got himself the little public image lawyer and, started scrubbing, started getting to work, started applying the bleach, you know what I mean? And after that, he, everybody looked at Ruby and Jodi.
I just want my kids. I just want my kids. I just want my family.
Your family's broken, bro. Get over it. You just gotta lock in.
We want to have your family.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know why these things that you described happened. I don't know.
Yeah, that family's fucked.
It's almost like I want to say, I'm sorry, you must have somebody else. Because it's like, am I in the right conference room here? No. That's what I feel like. It's real, I'm having a hard time accepting this and dealing with this. I mean, you're telling me that you're taking my kids from me. And we need to transfer the titles of the car to my name, or we're going to cancel these credit cards and stuff like that. So just stuff related to the finances really is our only communications over the past year.
Sure.
We've had zero communications regarding the kids.
Okay.
I've had no reason to believe or think that there was anything.
The cross leg really gets me though. Yeah. Cross them legs, baby. Matter of fact, throw that knee on that table. Stop playing with me. Yeah. I don't know if y'all could see me. I don't know. I mean, at some point, bro, chill. Talk about no sack. I mean, this is his reaction after finding out Ruby was doing this shit. He loves her and trusts her for everything. Come on, bro. That is crazy.
Going on. For all intents and purposes, I woke up this morning looking at the picture of my family and making my commitment today as I do.
His testicles are in his handbag. I was noticing that little handbag. I was like, did bro come with a little fashion? Okay. Bro got the little handbag and shit. See, that YouTube money be changing people. That YouTube money be changing them. He was like, yeah, you gotta swag out on these people. Annie Cloutier. Oh, hey, Ann, you donated earlier. I appreciate you. Hey, G. The best comment you made was about Daryl Brooks' hairline looking like devil horns. That's hilarious. You must be an OG. I appreciate you. Shout you out. Shout out Ann.
Every day that I'm going to live an honest, a virtuous, and a responsible life today. And what you're sharing with me just feels like a sucker punch.
Okay. And just imagine. Brianna, do you have questions?
So,
Okay.
If I still have a family,
No, you don't.
and
You don't, bro. Big dog. Homeboy.
I just, I don't know what my plan. My plan is to go to God
Sure.
and to figure this out.
Right.
Gonna figure this out. Gonna figure. Bro, that's the fakest shit. I don't know, y'all. What you think? You guys gotta let me know what y'all think. But I think that shit is. I think that's fake as fuck.
I am just heartbroken with what you all are sharing with me. And
Yeah, you know, he didn't. He never asked if his kid is okay too, which is another red flag, bro. They tell him that the kid is all fucked up. They took him to the hospital, and he doesn't really harp on it. He just continues like, "Oh my god, I would never think. See, I always had this idea that I would that I would live a virtuous life," and he just goes into monologue. Nothing about the kid. That's very interesting, yo. I'm not gonna lie. That virtuous life speech.
I feel responsible.
I feel responsible. Oh my god.
Separating, leaving.
Broke into a whole monologue. Like, look at this. This is an audition for the next The Bear episode or something. Like, bro is out here. He's making an audition right now. Oh shit! And with the fat donation, man, you going crazy. Toward the end of the live, go acting like that. You gonna make, man. Listen, Mary out here going crazy. Keep up the good work. Road to 20K subscribers soon. Let's go. Good luck. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're at 16 point something, man. We're almost there. We're almost at 20K. We're going crazy. You guys are blowing me up. Mary out here going crazy with the damn $100 donation. Shout her out. Shit. She not playing out here. This channel's gonna be big. Bye, AG and everyone. Oh, you're out of here, Ann? All right, have a great day. I appreciate you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I left Jehovah's Witness. I was stunned. It was tough, man. I was brainwashed for a long time. No, some of these places, some of these churches and these Mormon places and this all family inclusive lifestyle shit, some of that shit be, you know, shout out to all the people who making it work, but some of that stuff could get kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, that shit be getting kind of weird, guys, and we saw it manifest right there. Shit, you have a great style of commentary. Yo, but one more time though, Mary, I appreciate the big, like, yeah, that you put the battery in my back. Now we're gonna edit all day today. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but shout you out one more time. I appreciate it. Big member, been here for like what? That's like a 4-month badge. Shout her out, man. I appreciate you, Mary.
And I wish I was a better husband.
Look at it, bro. He's in an audition right now. That's crazy. He's over here play crying. Like, he's squinting his eyes and doing the like, bro, this shit is crazy. You can't make this shit up, y'all. You cannot. Oh my god. Out here looking like Bruce Willis. But the bad acting version of Bruce Willis. That's what he looked like. He working that camera. Yo, he working that shit. Don't play. Look at him. They're letting him cook. Let that man cook. Hold on. We might get a tear. We might get one. Let him cook now. Just chill. Hold on.
I know you're all doing your jobs.
Nope, no tears. Fuck, he couldn't do it. Damn it, Bruce. Fuck. Come on, Bruce Willis. This is the Tubi version of Bruce Willis.
And I know you all have the best interests of my kids in mind. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thanks. That means a lot.
I just want my kids back. I want my family back.
No, you see, you don't understand. You're not getting your family back, so you could chill on that sentiment, bro. Timu Bruce. this is the Timu Bruce Willis. Yo, man, listen. How do you not know? Now, listen, if you don't see your kids physically for a year, okay, life is life and cool. But you mean to tell me that he didn't fucking... You mean to tell me that he didn't want to FaceTime them, didn't talk to him on the phone? So therefore, like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Like, and then if she withheld the FaceTime or withheld the calls from him, then he would know something's wrong. But no, none of that. Just zero communication. Shit, hold on. Oh, shit. Shout out in the local art witch. I've seen you in my comments. Shout you out. I do wonder if Jodi... Ruby were falling into folly, a duex. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. The one where you fall into a delusion with someone else. They convince themselves of demons inhabiting the kids. Kevin talks about Jodi being possessed in other videos. Hey, first of all, shout out for the big 20. I appreciate you out in the chat showing love. Shit, I don't know. If anything, I feel like that more so applies to Shonda and Timothy in the other case that we're covering. Because you'll even see them talk to each other and be like, yeah, he's faking it. Yeah, see, he's acting like he can't move. He's acting like he can't walk. I feel like that's more of like, I need to look up that word, folly a duex, or I'm probably saying it wrong. But I feel like that's more so them deluding themselves into thinking something else. In this case with Ruby and Jodi, man, I think they were just I just think they were some evil assholes. Glad we have places in the glad we have a place to chat about these things. Hell yeah. But no, I'm not sure. You guys, yeah. See, I have to look that word up. Hold on, let me. Duex is French. X is silent. Okay, cool. French term for shared delusion of two. Shared delusion of two. I mean, they probably could have. They probably were kind of in. I just don't think. I think maybe what's her name? Ruby. No, but it's a shared delusion of two. That means two of them have to be sharing the delusion. No, I think Jodi was in control of all of that. There was no delusion on Jodi's part. There is absolutely no delusion on Jodi's part. The whole demons thing, the whole little like, oh, we gotta get these demons out of them and work them. No, that's bullshit. That she wants you to fall for that, but she don't believe that bullshit. She don't. Jodi, no, she's the mastermind. Trust me, this is what she does. So yeah, I feel like that more applies to Shonda and Timothy. I think that's the perfect term for Shonda and not Shonda and Timothy, Shonda and Paul.
Okay.
I don't want this to sound rude, Kevin. We've got some things to do, but we're not kicking you out. But the building's closed. Okay. You're gonna be okay driving home? I really am worried about you. Okay. Do your best. Breathe. Gotta pull over the side of the road. Do you drink Red Bulls?
Want your water to go, Kevin?
Do you drink Red Bulls? Man, you guys let me know You guys let me know how you think about that, man. Let me know what you think about it, because I honestly think even if he didn't have a hand in it, he knew about it. So obviously he shouldn't get the same sentence. But I think they should look into it, because there's no way that he didn't know about this. That's kind of crazy. That's a little crazy. I don't know. But anyways, people, I need to go pick my mom up. So